Blessings, YouTube. I'm EmpressTee, and welcome to Spiritual Vibrations. I'm a little late with my segment this week, and I was late last week also. But the thing to keep in mind is that as much as I come on and post these segments about living positive and being positive and living in that vibration, in that higher frequency, I actually live it. So what that means is that all of my vibrating goodness comes back to me at different times in my life, and all of the things that I have wanted to either try or do have been presenting themselves as opportunities that I'm taking all of. So I'm not letting any of the opportunities escape me, and I figure I'll take it all and I'll work on the timing issue later. So if I'm a little delayed, I'll still be here, but it'll just be a little delayed because I am living one of my many dreams. So, and that's what today's topic is going to be about: raising your vibration and changing your frequency so that you can actually change your life. I know that a lot of you have been following me for some time, and some people come to me with questions about not really being able to maintain their positive thinking enough to change their life. Questions like, what is it that I'm doing wrong? Because, I meditated last week, or I changed my thinking last week, or I ate well last month, and here it is this month, and I'm still not feeling any better. That's just it. It's a change of your whole lifestyle. It's not something that you do one time and then you're done. It's something that you have to do for a period of time until it becomes you, until it becomes the way that you live. That many people now have been living the way that they've been living for many, many years, so that their diet, their way of thinking, their way of acting, the way of treating other people, that's in them. And so it's going to take some time, just like it took time for them to get that way. It's going to take some time to remove those negative and toxic habits. When I talk about a vibration, I explained in my other segments exactly what a spiritual vibration is. You can go back and listen to it. But we all have energy within us. Everything in the world has an energy, a vibration. And as much as that vibration emits, it also attracts, so that it acts as a magnet. So when I say to you to raise your vibration and to change your frequency, I mean change the energy that you're emitting out into the world. Because when it attracts, it's going to attract what it is that you emit. So things like fear, anger, constant desire, allowing your ego, the pride, your ego to be in control. And understand, when I say desire, I'm talking about those people who constantly want something. They're always shopping. They're always hoarding. They need. They're never fulfilled because it's not a physical need. Those people are lacking spiritually, and they're trying to substitute and fulfill that need with physical material objects. And the reason why it's never fulfilled is because it's a spiritual thing. It's not a physical thing. So they're never ever going to get enough things. So when I talk about that vibration and the frequency and changing it, as I said, it's so that when you emit that energy out, it gives you back what it is that you want. You start to unite your mind, body, and spirit in everything that you do. Lots of times the way that we live, we only cater to one or two, but it's very rarely that it's all three. But when you learn to practice using acknowledging all three, that's when you start to go through mountains. You don't have to move them anymore, but you'll be able to just walk through them. So that's what we're going to talk about today. So today I wanted to talk about using meditation, yoga, and chanting as ways of raising your vibration and changing your frequency, and thereby changing your whole life into what you want it to be. Now, from what I understand, we only use probably 1% of our brain power. And that 1% we use just for our regular daily functions, just getting up, going to work, coming back home. That's it. We're not using the other 99% of our brain's capacity because we have become accustomed to living at a low vibration that doesn't require much. You just, get up, brush your teeth, wash your face, get dressed, go to work, come back. That's it. It doesn't require much thinking. It doesn't require much of anything. It's you're on autopilot. But when you use one of those methods, such as yoga, meditation, or chanting, you begin to take control of your movements, of your actions, of your life, so that you're not in autopilot on a low vibration, but that you become almost on autopilot, but at a higher vibration, so that it becomes automatic to be nice. It becomes automatic to eat healthy. It becomes automatic to think positive. That becomes who you are, and that's what you vibrate out, and that's what you attract in. We'll talk first about meditation. I think meditation is probably the most important practice. And by practice, when I say practice, I don't mean like you practice it every day and then you master it. I mean a practice by something that you do, a habit, a lifestyle, a way of living. For those who are finding it hard to quiet their mind, meditation may be the best way to go at first, because it just employs just your mind. Your body is able to sit still in one position, and basically what it does is it clears out your mind. It's almost like cleaning your house or cleaning your room. The house is bigger and it's shared by everyone, so we'll say it's like cleaning your room. If you don't clean your room every couple of days and then maintain it, it starts to get really cluttered and just a mess and an uncomfortable environment. So with meditation, it is a way of clearing your mind and making it a pleasant and free environment. When you have all those negative thoughts, fear, the anger, the resentment, all of those feelings in your mind, when you have all of those thoughts and you're dealing with all those emotions in your body, it causes tensions and blocks. So when you meditate, their whole intention and purpose is to clear your mind completely of all thoughts and just focus in on your breathing. The reason why you focus in on your breathing is because that is where you'll lead your thought energy, because we have to think about something. That's how our brains are. But you don't want it to think about the bill that you have to pay, or the assignment that you have to do for school, or the upcoming project at work. You want to put yourself in a state of mind where you're not thinking about anything. Your mind is completely open. It's like a blank canvas. And it's in that period of openness and nothingness in your mind that you're able to unite your spirit with the universe. And it is there that you're able to activate your pineal gland. I don't want to talk too much about the pineal gland in this segment here, because that's not what this segment is about. So you want to clear out your mind. Now the pineal gland, if you were to drill a hole straight through your skull, here in the front, in between your eyebrows, and in the center here, and go, and where they meet is where you'll find your pineal gland. Now the pineal gland is important because it not only secretes hormones, but they say that is the seed of the soul. That is supposed to be the center of your spirit. So through our eating unhealthy foods, through our living a low vibrational lifestyle, that pineal gland gets calcified. And when it gets calcified, we're unable to operate with our spirit. We're unable to unite our spirit with the universe. We don't even care about that stuff because the connection is just not there. It's just like closing your eyes. You need that sight. We need that third sight more than any sight ever. It is with that sight, when you visualize using that gland and that sight, when you visualize with that eye, that's when they say that you manifest your dreams. That's when your dreams come true. And I can say from personal experience, it is absolutely true. I have been practicing an elevated lifestyle for some time now, that sometimes all I have to do is think about something or someone and they just pop up, or the opportunity, as I said earlier, will present itself. So that's what you want to get into the habit of doing. So again, when you do meditation, you can even try the 4-7-8 method of breathing. So you breathe out, clear out your lungs, then you breathe in slowly through your nose to the count of 4 for 4 seconds. And then you hold it for about 7 seconds before you blow out with your mouth for about 8 seconds. And with using those time frames, it's enough to slow down your heart rate, to clear out your mind, and give you that almost that space, like that lull when you're about to go to sleep and you're still conscious, but your subconscious is about to take over. That's the space that you want to be in. That's where you want to operate from. The subconscious spirit with the conscious mind and your body. There's where you're able to manifest things. When you can unite and operate with your subconscious and your conscious at the same time, there's where you get things going. Because your mind doesn't know what's real and not real. So if you visualize something and you use that third eye, it's almost like a real vision. So you want to get yourself into the habit of clearing your mind out enough that you can just have a clear canvas to visualize what it is that you want. With meditation, you experience a sense of inner peace, and you can get more in touch with your inner tuition and your inner feelings, because, as I said, it has nothing to do with your body. It's just your mind, and it's a time and a way to remove your toxic thoughts and emotions and memories. It also grounds you. It keeps you present, because by focusing on your breathing, it keeps you present, because you have to think about each breath coming in and each breath going out. Now, for some people who want something a little more physical, or who are able to clear their mind at will and don't really have that issue and want to, go to the next level, I would recommend yoga, because yoga employs the almost the same principles, because you have to clear your mind, but it unites your body. And the purpose and intent of yoga is to clear block energy from your body. The ancients believed that within our bodies are pathways that they call meridians, and it is along these pathways that our energy flows. If you were to think of the pathways as, say, a highway, and a blockage could be like an accident, and everyone knows what happens when there's an accident on the highway. Everything gets backed up for miles and miles and miles unless they clear that accident right away. So with yoga, that's a way of clearing the accident. It quiets the mind and strengthens the body. Yoga employs all three, because you definitely have to be present. You use your body, and your spirit is involved, because when you get into these poses and you're clearing your mind, and the energy is released and it flows, it brings you together again with that universal, that divine energy as well. It's a time and a space for a unification to happen. When you release that energy and everything is flowing properly and your mind is clear, you have essentially opened the gateway for the divine energy to enter. The experience can be very enlightening. It's an opportunity for you to align your chakras and get them activated as well. And again, you can stimulate your third eye through the clearing of your mind and the flow of the energy. The final method that I wanted to suggest today is chanting or mantras. A lot of people are familiar with Nam-myoho-renge-kyo as a chant, or even Om, just saying Om is very, very powerful. You also have Om Mani Padme Hum, which is also another very popular and very ancient chant. Now, how the chants and the mantras work is they work with that vibration directly. It works on the sound frequency. Inside of us, we all have a sound frequency as well. It's the energy, that vibration is also a sound. So just by saying Om, say it. When you say Om, you can feel it vibrating in your body. And so it is that vibration. Just by repeating that sound over and over, you can change your vibration in your body, and it'll get synchronized to that sound, which is a high level vibrational frequency. And it's really kind of cool. That harmonic sound resonates in your pineal gland. It's almost like using a tuning fork. So when you say it vibrates, and it vibrates in your pineal gland too, and gets it activated, and it's really cool how it operates. For those who are familiar with the Nam-myoho-renge-kyo, to be in a room of people, everyone chanting the same vibrational sound is such an experience. Is such an elevating experience. It's a little spooky at first too, because the way that you feel it vibrate in your body, but it's magnificent, and something that you should try. I recommend you trying it. It's the same with the Gregorian monks or the Buddhist monks. When they chant, it's that same feeling. It operates through vibration. And it's that vibration that, that opens up your pineal gland and allows you to unite with the infinite spirit. Chanting the word Om, just saying Om, is powerful because the word Om means God. And the belief is that just by saying God over and over and over, you invite that energy in by just reciting it out, by just saying God, God, God. Or you can even use a daily mantra. Whatever it is that I wake up and I am the most grateful for, I turn it into a mantra for that day. And, it could be something simple as I'm grateful to be a part of the energy and flow of the universe. So that anything that you encounter in the day, you can counteract it with your mantra. So, when the special agents come out and they try to, bring you down to their low vibration, you can just recite your mantra and it'll elevate you in an instant back to where you were in the morning when you first said it. And if you just keep practicing that type of thing, or even like I said, just say Om, Om, Om. You can feel it vibrating in your mind. You can feel it vibrating in your pineal gland and throughout your whole body. You can just say it, and you can get to the point where you don't even have to say it out loud. You can just hum it. And it'll still have that same vibrational effect. The harmonic sound will still resonate within your body the same way, and it'll counteract the secret agents and their covert operations. It's your way of shielding yourself from the negativity. So now there's also Om Mani Padme Hum. Now that one is supposed to be the most powerful chant. It's very, very ancient, and I've used it too. In fact, everything that I talk about in my segments are practices that I employ in my everyday life. This is who I am. And I say to you, to be in a room where there's, about 100 people chanting the same thing. I've done that. I've been there, and it was real. And the feeling is magnificent. And once you've experienced that type of spiritual fulfillment, it's all you want. It fulfills you in a way that no food can, that no clothing can. It gives you, it feeds your soul. It really, really feeds your soul. With the Om Mani Padme Hum, that is a chant that it is a chant mantra that unites your mind, body, and spirit with the universe by chanting out words that unite you with the principles. So Om goes with the principle of generosity, and Ma is the principles of ethics, of pure ethics. Ni is the principles of tolerance and patience. Pod represents the principle of perseverance. Me, the principle of concentration, and Hum for wisdom. So basically, when you recite these 6 words or these 6 tones, these 6 vibrational tones out to the universe and in your body, it grounds you to them. Again, these segments are merely introductions and serve as just a stepping stone or a peek into the window of an ideal, of a principle. And the fact that you're here watching it lets me know, and should let you know also, that your spirit is on its way and that it's ready to be elevated and to be enlightened. And so, as I said, this is just an introduction. What you do here now is you go and you do your own research, and you look into meditation, you look into yoga, you look into mantras and chanting, and see which one of those 3 would work best for you right now in terms of where you're trying to go with your with raising your vibration. If either one of those work for you, then you have to do it every day. As I said, it's not something that you can do one time and then you're done. It took you some time to get to your low vibration, and it's going to take some work and some doing to get you to raise your vibration and then to maintain it, because that's the hardest part, the maintaining it. Like I said, some people say, oh, I did it last week and I had a great week, but then what? You didn't maintain it. So it becomes a way of life. By eating healthy, you feed your body. By thinking healthy, positive thoughts, you feed your mind. But by experiencing enlightenment, meaning that unification of all 3, the mind, body, and spirit, you feed your spirit. And there's where you have complete and total fulfillment. So I hope that helps. I must give an explanation of my hairstyle. I have not gotten rid of my dreads. I don't think I will ever do that. But I am a supportive mom. My children support me infinitely, and so I support them. My daughter has a new hobby now, and this is it. She's making these wigs, and this is one. And I used it, for those of you who know me before I was dread, this was how I wore my natural hair. So it's a little bit of a flashback, and it was fun to see my old face, which my daughter said looks exactly the same way. So anyway, thank you again for watching. As always, it's been such a pleasure to share this information with you, and I hope that it helps you to raise your vibration and change your frequency and have the life that you want. Thank you again for watching, and blessings.